But so far we haven't had any issues with anybody not being able to make it. Looks like we do have Blackout here in the lobby, so we're going to be getting right into it here. And this is going to be top 8 winners side action here. So both of these players still alive on the winners side, haven't lost a set yet in the bracket here, but somebody is going to be catching their first L tonight.
Yeah, definitely
Impressive
showing. We just recently saw, well, we've always seen with Blackout where he's just always been a strong competitor. He even has a dub in his belt when it comes to the Nightmare series.
Yep, that he do.
Yeah, and just now recently, we are, he hasn't been there for the whole. We usually see him on the PS4 side, but it's nice to see the Cabal coming out today. But he's going with Mean Streak, which is going to be an interesting pick. This must be something to do with the matchup, I would imagine, because usually we see the spins coming out of Cabal players.
Yeah, I think Sal, definitely the player that we've seen kind of doing the gauntlet of Cabal variations. Conveniently one of the characters that has a good variation that exists in more than one place. So has solid options for multiple variations there. I would say, honestly, all three are decent enough, so we'll see how this ends up working out. He's going to have access to these mix-ups with the lows, as well as access to those Nomad Dash cancels, which are going to be key. There, as soon as I say it, goes ahead and gets that first cancel coming out here. Opens him up with a throw to follow.
Oh yeah, the cancels are really interesting. They're not actually plus, but they are going to be potentially -1 or even 0, depending on what he uses off of. So it's
yeah,
very strong.
I think he even has a +1 if he does it off of like back 1 or something like that. Like he can make himself plus in certain situations, and it's the ambiguity too. That's the other really big part in my eyes, is you don't know when they're going to necessarily cancel. By the time that you see it being canceled, you might not have time to really make up whatever that frame gap difference is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, especially a lot of Mean Streak players, they like to mix up the low projectile as well. So that if you think they're gonna do the cancel, you get hit by the low. So it's pretty tricky. And it's also having the straight buzzsaw in the air. It's pretty good. It's good in a lot of matchups, especially against Gearus or characters that don't control the air very well. And I think that's potentially why he'd use in this matchup. But Aaron Black does have the Scud shot, so I'm not sure what kind of zoning he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get away with it for long. Maybe we see the slide closing the gap, and now we're up close and personal here. Cabal potentially going to feel a little bit more comfortable here, but I mean, Aaron Black technically does have a bunch of mix available to him. He's got the overheads, he's got the low slides to go in for. Also able to cancel into Scud shot for the ambiguity as well. Ooh, there's the anti-air, drops the combo. He'll get punished for it even. See what kind of damage Sal can get here. Goes for a double run combo. I wonder if he was just doing it for the Oki setup. It does leave you right next to your opponent. He's got Fatal Blow available. He's just going to let it rip here. This will be the kill. Sal going to go ahead and claim the round. That one looked like a really atrocious round for both of them, though. You know, lots and lots of struggling there to really find an answer. Sal has to come off of his Fatal Blow, but he nonetheless secures the victory. And this is where it's going to be important. We're going to see if Sal can now keep this momentum or if Blackout's going to stabilize. He still has his Fatal Blow available to him on Aaron Black.
Yeah, a few mistakes from both players, but I think they're just trying to warm up. This is the first game, so it's understandable that they might potentially have some nerves going on, being in winners top 8 of the tournament.
That too, you're right, it is the first game of the evening here, so, you know, part of the change in that you don't have to go through the whole tournament in one evening means you also got to sort of warm the engine back up on the next evening when you come back for top 8, and that's exactly what both these players are doing here. They are on the winner's side. It is a new Combat League season, so I'm sure that they've been out there grinding that as is. This season has some of the best skins, too, as well. Like, I am so excited for that new Cybot skin, and all I had to do is fall asleep with the controller for one game, and I got it.
Yeah, you definitely, I was expecting that Jade would be the one that's the first one, since in the other seasons that had Jade skins, they were always the first.
He got him!
Armor break, and that's going to be it.
Nicely done. Big call out there from Sal.
Very interesting. Blackout was definitely in control for a lot of that match, especially by the end of the second round. He definitely looked to be in control and had a very big health lead, but unfortunately a few mistakes were all that Sal needed and to get the momentum back. And Sal takes first game.
I didn't watch it live, Claymation, so I kind of skipped around it here and there. So I didn't get the whole thing. I did enjoy seeing it. I wanted to see more. I mean, you know, I want to see like the full open up the move list and now slowly move the cursor down. Like, okay, slower. Like that's what I want. I want them to just like show me everything. What is that crushing blow requirement? Like, you know, but they're still keeping some cards close to the chest. So I'm really excited for it. I saw, of course, the Rambo trailer today. Rambo looks fucking awesome. He's another knife character. I can't believe they put another knife character in this game.
Can we talk about how good that Rambo trailer was? Like, I thought it was going to be Rain that was going to blow everyone away. But, like, as good as Rain looks, like, Rambo, they knocked it out of the park with. I recently watched each of the Rambo movies, and it just feels like they captured everything about the character, all of his typical moves. And that trailer, like, I was so excited for it, and it actually exceeded my expectations, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, I haven't really watched a bunch of the Rambo movies, so I don't have any level of connection to it, but he did look pretty badass.
Just a tip for anyone that hasn't watched the Rambo movies. I recommend the first one, the second one, and the fourth one.
I think everyone has seen the fourth.
That's not bad. I think the fourth one is arguably the best one. But anyways, in the match, we were seeing a lot of raw no-man dashes coming out of Sal, which is working out, but Blackout is still maintaining a bit of a health lead.
Yeah, right now Blackout looking pretty healthy. Ooh, as soon as I say that, though, Sal is going to open him up here. Now, because he's not playing his spins, he does have to do a more grounded and different approach to comboing here. Acid Puddle behind him.
Yeah, but it looks like he messed up with the acid. He accidentally put the one that goes a bit further away.
Oh, he tried for it. You know what? You got to appreciate the tenacity there. He had no health left. Honestly, literally a acid vial away from death. So Sal just looking for any kind of answer. If he would have caught Blackout going for that acid puddle, that would have been huge. He is going to get that fatal blow blocked, but you do get to keep that fatal blow for later. Uh-oh, here we go. Uses the bullet for the launcher to get the crushing blow after emptying the clip as well. That is a huge life lead here for Blackout. Yo,
anytime
follow Savior.
Anytime Aaron has you in the corner with acid, it's definitely going to be damage, whether you are blocking or getting hit, especially. And it's just acid. It's just doing the life bar. He tries to get out of it, but it is going to be Blackout coming back. A nice clean 2 rounds. Definitely showing that he has what it takes to take on Fadedsal.
Yeah, very, very nicely done there by Blackout. Sal is definitely going to have to now be the one on the defensive looking for an answer. That was a really solid first game we saw from Sal, and Blackout just answering right back with his own extremely solid game. You know, that round that he had, that damage he was able to get in the corner, that acid puddle really putting in a lot of work. I wish that there was some kind of ticker that we could see, like how much acid damage did he actually get. It's a shame that they don't have that level of whatever in there, but man, hopefully someday we'll be able to get that kind of analytics, because it would be so interesting to see how much damage Blackout's doing just by locking his opponent down. He had a throw in the acid in there, that was huge, and then that corner exchange got him some massive damage numbers as well.
Yeah, I think like getting to see the tick, that's normally something you see more in practice mode, but yeah, I totally agree. I would love to see those types of things in match, as long as it wasn't too distracting, of course.
Yo, Schwame with the subscription. Yo, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Glad you're having fun here with us over in the Nightmare series. Means a lot to me that you guys enjoy what we do around here enough to be willing to support and throw down like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Really means the world to me. I gotta do something special for you guys. I'm looking at the numbers. There's like 90 of you guys or some crazy number like that. It is insane. Now, a big part of that is Speed Demon also been gifting them out like crazy, which is super appreciated. It's insane to me, but I should do some kind of. I gotta figure out some kind of like, you know, giveaway or something to do here. We got Combat Pack 2 coming out. I probably should get some codes. I bet.
True.
I could try to talk to one of the NRS cops. I'm holding it down for the Xbox side. They might be able to help out.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's definitely anything Xbox tournaments. It's definitely the Nightmare series is the first thing that everyone thinks about.
Exactly, for the Xbox side, right? So if they wanted some code to give out some codes, I think that I might be a good spot to do it. I gotta see if I got a man on the inside I can hit up.
It is gonna be interesting once if the next gen, the crossplay is buffed enough that it can just work with anyone. I wonder what it's gonna mean for the Nightmare series.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be everybody can play. If they get it to full, actual realized crossplay, then everybody's more than welcome. Which will be really interesting to see what then happens in terms of who actually will show up from that point. You know, it's kind of unknown. But I think that would be really, really exciting, and not only for me and the Nightmare series letting the gates kind of open and PlayStation players come in, but of course for all of the players that have been in here grinding. Some of them don't have access to a PlayStation. A lot of the top players have access to both, but there are a handful that don't have a PlayStation. It's not going to happen, and for them to be able to go and participate in Coliseum and Champions of the Realm and Outworld Television, stuff like that, you know, the circus, the freak show that Slayer's running, if they're able to go ahead and participate in that kind of stuff too, that is going to be ridiculous. So I think that'll be really awesome. I think I just updated it, Dan. We should be good.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'll be really cool to get to see. Just anyone being able to join any tournament. That's going to be so crazy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the restrictions coming off. You know, let's go full force with it. It's been in beta for a while, so we'll see what happens. Right now, though, Sal looking real solid. Catches him with that low. Ooh, this is it. He's got the hit confirmed. Fatal blow going to come out. Sal, man, just digging those heels in. I'm loving this new Chitin Warrior skin as well, but I'm really also loving what I'm seeing from Sal. The tenacity, just kind of knowing, okay, I just gotta hold down, figure out my spot. When I get that opening, I am in there, I am taking it, and that's exactly what Sal has done here as he claims game 3 and the lead. Very, very important here as he now finds himself one game away from sending Blackout here into the loser side in our opening set of the evening. We were talking about it earlier. They are warming up. This is the first potential bit of gaming that they've done here. Definitely the first bit of tournament action they're getting. And so far, Sal looking like he is starting to fire on all cylinders first.
Oh, for sure. Sal's definitely playing really good. One thing you said, though, about the skin, I don't know if I can agree with you. I don't know if I'm a fan of the Kabumblebee.
Ooh, that's a funny one. The Kabumblebee, dude. I love it. I love it. I think it looks great. I still use the purple Quan Chi one because, you know, purple for life. But, like, I definitely go with Gold Dust Kodal. And my Bardock has the weird chitin skin on it, too. Scarlet, I'm not putting her in that weird spider outfit or whatever. I keep her in the classic skins.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I love the Kodal one. I think the Kodal one looks really sick with this, like, buffed up, like, kind of beetle look.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the Brock one's pretty cool. But I don't know, but I think the second half, I'm not big as a fan. The Cabal, I like the Cabal better than the Scarlet, because the Scarlet one, like, weirds me out a bit.
I think Cabal
you know, it's nice to see different types of skins coming out of NRS now. As opposed to the free skins. But
yeah, that's my favorite part about it, honestly, is that they're just something different. And in some ways, those are like clear signifiers of like, hey, either you played this during this season or you didn't. And they're that like if the clear indicator is, oh, if you're wearing a skin, you clearly played during that. You had to have been here to get that. We'll see what that ends up meaning in the long run, but you know, I think that the new skins that we're getting, particularly the ones this season as well, man, I'm really looking forward to the fact that they're not just recolors. And so far, everything we've seen from the future is cool, new, shiny stuff.
Cool news. Yo, we're a big fan of the shiny stuff around here, but it looks like it's gonna be it. And it's on match point, with very nice corner pressure from the Kabumble Ball.
And Daily Nader, something makes him uncomfortable. Are you talking about how the characters acquired them, or just the grind that the players had to go through to get them? Both of those make me uncomfortable.
Very good question. But it's looking like there's so much this entire match, because of the Scud shot. This matchup has been so so pressure heavy once they get close. And I think Blackout's been doing a great job at anti-airing Sal when he's in the air.
I think that might be part of why Sal has gone with Mean Streak here, is that knowing that the zoning game is not going to be really as existent, and it's going to get at some point sort of devolve down into an up-close game, what better than to have access to those cancels? He knows Blackout's got good defense, so he's going to be able to try to test that defense, test the fence with you, with the access to those cancels. Ooh, tried for the throw, going to get caught whiffing, and Blackout will claim a round of his own here in Game 4.
Yeah, definitely. Blackout's not going out without a fight. And one thing I want to point out was that I love how the up-2 of Aaron, because it really hits everything. It just does so much work, but we just saw a very nice 35% coming from Sal. And this isn't even the damage Cabal variation. This is just default Cabal damage, but Blackout coming with a survive of his own. Oh, unfortunately dropped the combo, and he's going to get punished on the way up by Sal. Very unfortunate situation for Blackout, and he's going to have to hold all this corner pressure. But the slide mix coming in, because why not? You're Aaron.
Alright, now getting some damage near Sal. Send toward the corner, sends the low, Buzzsaw's out. Blackout hasn't been jumping out of those. Word on the street is that you can jump out. I don't know if that's like a character-specific thing, but that's
I believe
at a
that
range.
the amplifier.
Yeah, exactly. You can jump out of the second one. So yeah. Sal hasn't been getting caught by that.
Oh, he goes right for it. A fatal blow to punish that, but he does not have to do that, and that's going to be it anyways. Sal, the brutality, auto brutality. But anyways, very good stuff to Sal. I wish it could have been a brutality because that would have been cooler, but nevertheless, very well played by both players.
I'm a big fan of the brutality.